Well, hello folks. Welcome to CIS 2850, Principles of Data Analysis. In this orientation video, I'm going to spend a little time kind of orienting you to the nature of the course, somewhat using the syllabus, which you're looking at as a guide, and then I want to give you a look around in terms of the Blackboard site and basically wrap it up. Let me begin by apologizing that I'm not showing you my face. That partly has to do with the fact that I'm actually experimenting with a new video capture software, and I don't yet know how to toggle between the webcam and showing my screen. And so otherwise I would do that. So to maybe sort of suffice that, there is a somewhat somber, serious looking image of who I am. I promise you that I actually smile a lot more frequently than the picture would suggest. But perhaps in the future, once I get this thing sort of figured out, I'll do a lot more sort of toggling between showing my screen and my image. For now, I thought it might be more important for you to see the screen than to see me. So I will put that photo away. So the first thing that you treated to in the syllabus is a course description. Please take a moment to take a look at that. But perhaps just as important are in fact the course objectives. And so this class really is designed around these objectives. And so my goal is that by the end of this class, you truly will be able to do the things that are listed there. So definitely take a look at that. In terms of the textbook and materials for the course, so we have a sort of special bundle going on here. So if you buy this from the bookstore, you should get a loose leaf version of the textbook along with access to something called My Stat Lab. This is the important software that we're using in the class. If you choose to buy your textbook used, you can purchase My Stat Lab separately, but you'll need to purchase it from the Pearson site. And you access that Pearson site through the course. That's very important. You cannot go directly to the Pearson site. I mean, you could, but then it's not going to play well. And that's true even if you purchase My Stat Lab from the course, you will need to basically access that or register through the Blackboard site. Okay. In terms of course delivery, the methodology that we're using, one of the first things I'm asking you to do is to do the student introduction. Please note that that's due on the first day of class, so you might want to get on that. The readings, primarily our textbook is a source of readings. There is weekly My Stat Lab homework for you to do. Okay, and then there are chapter discussions. So we have a discussion board with each week. Your initial post is due by Wednesday night at midnight, and then you have to respond to at least 2 of your colleagues on 2 separate days. That's due ultimately by Sunday at midnight. At the end of this course, there are 2 things that you're going to turn in. One is the Jesuit Identity Journal Reflection, which is sort of a staple of SPS classes in which you're going to be asked to kind of respond to some questions there, and then the course project. So the course project kind of functions as the final exam, and you will do that basically online, but I'll be handing you a data set, and you'll see further instructions on the course project inside of the Blackboard site. Take a look at the time expectation. Unless otherwise noted, all the due dates are Sunday night by midnight. By midnight, I mean 11:59 p.m. Okay. In terms of late assignments, the only assignments that you can turn in late are the My Stat Lab homework assignments, but do note that there's a 20% deduction per day that it's late, which means that after 5 days, you'll get no credit for it at all. So none of the discussions are allowed to be turned in late. Only those My Stat Lab homework assignments. Okay, and I guess one of the things that I should have pointed out about the homework assignments, your lowest homework score will be dropped. Okay, so if you have a bad week or for some reason you can't get to it, that's fine. That'll simply serve as your lowest score, and that'll be dropped out of the homework assignments that you do. Okay, and then there's some things about course grading you should take a look at. One of the things that I want to advise you to do, and I'll pull this up here, is The course calendar, if I were you, I would print this out and hang it up someplace because it details everything that you're supposed to read for a given week, what that topic is, but especially what's due for that given week. And so definitely sort of hanging that up will sort of make it a one-stop shop. But once you get into the rhythm, you'll see that each week it's a MyStatLike homework assignment, and then there's a discussion board question as well. Okay, now we're looking at the inside of the Blackboard site, and you'll see much of the stuff that I've sort of talked about. Here's a link if you want to know more about me. Syllabus and calendar are listed here. Once again, please download those and take a look at them. Weekly modules are there to kind of guide you through what's due each week. Right now, there's listed Fuse lectures, but I actually plan to sort of change that link. And so for the most part, your lectures will be listed inside of the weekly modules. Here's the link to my Stat Lab. This is what you'll need to register for it or to purchase it, right? So either way, when you click this, I'll show you that here. When you click my Stat Lab course homepage, if you are not registered, it'll ask you to put in your registration information, which is the access ID that you get when you purchase it. If you don't have that, then you'll need to purchase that online when you click this. Okay. This discussion board is accessible here. And once again, there'll be questions that you'll be asked to kind of deal with there. Okay. So that's all that I want to say for now. I know I kind of went through this, but that's because I will in fact be kind of reaching out to you each and every week and kind of reminding you of things. And so this was just sort of basically an overview. Let me end by saying this, one very important thing. I think I put away the syllabi too soon, and that is, in terms of contacting me, you have my contact information in the top of the syllabi, and I want to let you know that I'm available to you via phone or email, or we can actually meet virtually through this highfalutin software that hopefully I'll get figured out, but it will allow us to set up individual meetings. And so just simply contact me via email, and then we can schedule a time to talk on the phone. If you're in St. Louis and you're on campus or you want to come to campus, I'm also happy to meet with you one-on-one. Okay, so don't be shy. Like I said, despite that stern-looking picture that I showed you, I can be actually very helpful, and I'm a pretty friendly guy. Okay, so you folks take care, and I look forward to interacting with you. All right.